Hey there, I'm Lance and I'm a gamer.
I'm Sam and I'm a non-gamer.
We are Love to Hate, where we help gamers find great games to play with non-gamers.
Today we're taking a look at Seaside by Randolph and distributed in the US by Hachatte Games.
Seaside is an unusual game that you can take with you and play just about anywhere because this game comes in a box, but you really don't need the box. All you need is this bag right here because the bag is weatherproof, waterproof, sandproof, anything proof, windproof even. The box does say that it is windproof because you don't have cards or anything in this game. You just have these wooden tokens. And these wooden tokens are going to be double-sided, and your setup for this game is very simple. You will just take out a number of tokens from the bag depending on your player count, and you're ready to go. And what you'll be doing in this game is very simple. Starting with the first player, you will take one token out of the bag, secretly look at that token, deciding which of the two sides you want to play that token out on the table. Depending on what is on that token will determine what you get to do for your turn, and you might be pulling more tokens out of the bag on your turn, depending on if you pick one that goes out into the ocean, which is going to be the center of the table. If you do that, you get to take another tile from the bag. If there's a tile that has a beach icon on it, then that's a tile that you are going to be putting in front of you, and that's good because the player in this game who has the most tokens in front of them at the end of the game is going to be the person who wins the game. Now, what do some of the tokens do? Well, if you pick up a token that has a bird on it, then that bird is going to allow you to take all the isopod tokens that are in the ocean, which those are going to look like bugs. And what you're trying to do with the birds you're trying to make stacks of isopods and birds of equal height. And if you don't do that, if you make one of a different height, then you're going to lose your stacks that are lowered. So you're only keeping your highest height and all other stacks that are the same height as the highest height. And so that's what you're trying to do with the birds and the isopods. The rocks and crabs work differently. You want to try to get 2 rocks, and every time that you get a pair of rocks, then you're taking all the crabs that are in the ocean. So you want to try to time out when you get your second rock so that there are a lot of crabs out in the ocean for you to gain at the same time. The other tokens that are going to be in the bag are going to include beaches and waves. Waves are going to allow you to take all of the tokens that are in the ocean at the end of the game if you have the most waves out of all the players. Otherwise, you can flip a wave over, or whenever you get a beach, you get to flip a wave over and do the action that's on the backside of the wave. So that's some of the things that are going to be happening here with these tokens. The game is going to end whenever you draw your last token out of the bag, and as I said, you'll see who has the most waves. That person's going to gain everything that remains in the ocean, and then whoever has the most tokens at the end is the winner. So that's really all there is to this game. It is a simple pull and see what you do, and maybe you pull again, maybe you don't. But you are making some choices depending upon what you pull and what side of the tokens you play in this game. So, Sam, let's get into our bullet point highlights with this game. What were some of the things that stood out to you about this one?
I mean, it's nice that it's compact and pretty easy. There's very little explanation for this game, and it's very easy to understand after that bit of an explanation. So it's just something that it would be great for traveling, throwing in your backpack, playing, anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing it anywhere. I think, taking this on vacations is the prime idea of what you want to do with this kind of game because it's just this bag, right? And as we said at the beginning, it's windproof, waterproof, dustproof, sandproof, all proof. And so that's a really nice thing. It does come with a really nice player aid too that kind of reminds you of what all the icons are because this is a language independent game. There are no words on any of the components. So it's nice to have that player aid to remind yourself what does the bird do? What does the crab do? That sort of thing. So talk about the fun factor with this one. How fun was this for you?
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It's really quick. So it's one of those games where if you lose the first time, you can immediately reset. You just put everything back in the bag and play again. So it is one that kind of everybody gets a chance to see how good they can be at it. And the more you play, the different strategies you can try.
Now, this is a game that has a lot of luck involved with it, right? Because you are pulling something out of a bag, and so it's luck of the draw when it comes to this game. But what I like about this one, you know, some luck-dependent games either run too long, where it's just like, man, I can't ever get the thing to work out in my favor, and it's just going on and on and on and on. And that's not a good experience. And then sometimes luck-dependent games can be too short, where it's kind of like, you know, that wasn't really a media enough experience. Like, that wasn't a full experience. It was just this quick little thing. And I feel like this hits the sweet spot because it doesn't feel too short. It feels like, I didn't get a good pull, but my next turn, I did get a good pull. Like, it feels like the game kind of ebbs and flows in terms of that luck not working out, and it does work out for you. So it hits that sweet spot in terms of length with this one. Anything about this one that maybe doesn't work so great for you?
I mean, it's a one-trick pony. The game's not going to change every time. I mean, you may have different luck, but it's the same thing, and it's short. So it's not going to be the only game you play on a game night. But it's a good icebreaker, I think, and it's a good travel game. Yeah,
I think the game does exactly what it's set out to do, right? Like, it's not trying to be this home run hitter necessarily, but I think Sam is exactly right. It is a one-trick pony, so if you don't like the idea of how we've presented this game to you in this video, then it's probably not going to be the game for you, right? But if it sounds like that would be something that would work for you, and you know that that's what you're getting when you get this game, then I think you'll probably be really, you know, pleasantly surprised with it, because it is a pretty nice game. So. And everything else that we've described, you know, the components are top notch with this one. And so you're getting a really nice product if you get this game. So, so one that maybe you would recommend playing with non-gamers?
Yeah, I think this is a great one to play with non-gamers.
I would absolutely agree with that as well. The game is Seaside. It is from Randolph, distributed here in the U.S. by Hachatte Games. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know what you think about this one.
Make sure to like and subscribe and push that bell button so you get notifications of all our new content.
I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.